with both of you grasping each other's forearms. Pax says to you, "Took you long enough."
I'm glad you finally remembered. I've wanted to meet you for some time.
It's not just me who remembered. It's you too. You were lost for a little while. You look at your hip. Now that he's standing in front of you, your sword is not with you in this space. You look at your hip, you look around you, in this sort of, it's like you're standing on just a still, flat, open ocean. Gentle mist on the ground and in the sky.
Yeah.
It's just pure white as it goes off to the horizon. These knights and soldiers still stand in a line. They stand upright, they kind of look forward. You're really only there with Pax in that moment. Because he stands in front of you. You get the sense that it's not necessarily a gift, but it is a chance to speak and interact with the soul inside your sword. And when you leave this place, he will return all of them
Okay.
to the blade once more. They'll take that form again. And he says, after he says that you had been lost for a while as well. And I mean, like, you know, not just after the egg. You've been lost since.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
I look behind. I always thought that I was different or something was wrong.
I suppose when you kind of grow up with this, everyone telling you that you're someone great and you're gonna stop something greater but evil, you think of yourself as as a tool that's
A weapon.
created for everyone else. A shield, a sword. And when you look at yourself that way, every time you take a hit, and every time you take a swing, all the chips, the cracks, the rust, that's all you notice. You sort of forget that you're a human too. Person, a soul,
Fish.
a fish.
A fish.
You see looking at him now.
Remind me, he's like a shark person? Or I'm trying to remember correctly.
Yeah. He's got sort of a mixture between like a dark colored, sort of purplish blue shark, orca coloring, like patterns, like the spots and stuff. But he's not a massive or imposing guy.
Right.
He's lithe. He's like thinner than you. You guys are about the same height. In my case, I sort of realized that too late.
How do you mean?
I couldn't tell you how long ago it was, but I fought a version of this foe that you'll face. At least I assume we'll face it. I can't imagine you going back out there and stepping out of the fight.
We'll face it.
But I faced a version, maybe the first. It's the first time any of our kind tapped into the blessings that Pelagus, Leviathans, old ones, gave us.
Did you see? Do you know?
Do I know?
Pelagus is hanging in there, but the others are.
Pelagus is... she's around here. I know that she has more to share with you. She's just being polite, giving us some time.
I understand. I mean, the other Leviathans.
Yeah.
You know what became of them? I don't know how much you could see or if you could hear me when I was talking to you. I hope you could.
You and I are still bound. So, based on your feelings, I have an idea. And unfortunately, it's not the greatest loss. There's still more to come. It's not for me to tell you. Whenever you're ready, I can call Pelagus over.
No, I have had so many questions for so long, and for the first time, I know I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not alone in having these things put on me and being thrust into this world. I want to stay. I want to learn about you, about your life.
I'll give you the short of it now, and then once this is all over, I'll tell you a bit more. But this entity, was a person once. Back in my time. Like I was. As someone I knew. A friend.
What was their name?
That's the hard part.
You know I gotta ask the name of the fucking nameless prince.
All I can remember is that they were a prince. But their name isn't coming to me anymore. I knew that we were friends. I knew that I served in the kingdom, that they were the royalty of. I knew that they were fit for the crown, next in the line, and something happened. They were banished, exiled from the All Kingdom.
The All Kingdom?
The All Kingdom. You know, based on some of our past experiences, I'm pretty sure that it's used to be where Allport is now. Not sure if it's the same city or a new one rebuilt, but...
It didn't all used to be divided like this then, did it? Based on the stories? No.
No, I mean, it was too long ago to even... to even put it on a timeline or a calendar.
Mm-hmm.
It was much, much different. But, the prince was exiled, and then we thought that was it, but didn't see him for a while, and the next time I did, he was holding the king's head, with the crown still on it, a regicide. Some might say it was a betrayal, maybe it was revenge. To him, I bet it was justice, rightfully his. With a power so dark, the whole city, the whole world shook. Maybe it was anger, I don't know, but...
Anger for what? Why did they banish him?
I have no idea. From that day, he was my friend, and then he was my enemy, just like that. But that was then. We fought. We fought a long time. Many losses. I hesitate to call it a win. At some point, we just got lucky. It was a union, a massive ritual. We banished him, sealed him away. He's returned a few more times. Some of the other champions here might tell you. In different forms with different faces. Never a name. The memory, the motivation. He's not the friend that I knew. He's not a person anymore. He's just an entity.
I know things are different now. And I know that we have to do this, but for what it's worth, Pax, I'm sorry about your friend.
Me too, man.
Thank you for sharing your story with me. When we get through this, I hope to learn more.
I'll keep trying to remember more.
So when I die, am I gonna go to Sword Heaven?
So yeah, about that. There's another piece of being chosen by Pelagus. It's really not up to me to tell you, but it is a pretty heavy weight.
I look back, and so do they just stand there all the time?
Yeah, they're more so like branches of power that combine into the sword. I mean, we are souls. I speak to you thanks to Pelagus. It was me who you connected to. It could have been any one of them.
Right.
But you got the first. And now you are the last.
I hope so.
Nope, I know so.
Huh?
I better let her explain. And then he looks over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And when you turn around, you see a little bit shorter than you, so much smaller than when you saw her before. This human form of Pelagus.
Oh.
Still like a cat feline, pearl, sort of like white leathery head. It's like scale. She's not like human, but she's like human shaped. Really, really long flowing tail. And she just sort of like gently leans forward.
Special
and
mama.
glides to you. Hello. Is this form suitable and comfortable for you?
It was before, but It's good when you fit in the room.
This space is temporary, but it is big enough to fit my true form. I felt that meeting your gaze.
It's nice looking at you eye to eye.
I have one last piece to depart. Well, first I thank you. You have saved me from a death most brutal.
I think for a second, Gillian looks around, talking all proper to Pax and to Pelagus. And I think he's like back straight, looking around, like Hall of Champions, back straight, all this shit. And he sees Pelagus in this small, more like humanoid form. I think while she's, doing all the god talk, he's just gonna hug her.
You embrace Pelagus, and without any sort of hesitation or unnatural movement, you just slowly feel like a thin but like long, soft-fingered hand sort of like grab the back of your head through your hair.
Sorry, I know it's not very champion-like. You're finally in a form where I can thank you.
Apology is unnecessary. We are kin. You are partly my child with my blood and my champion. Mortal morality is not a concern of mine, nor do I claim authority on the forces of good and evil. But perhaps you should know that while I was being detained, many of the mortals who captured me did not harbor hate or malice. It was fear, desperation.
I know. Odalath thought there was no other choice. We will prove him wrong.
Many mortals are ignorant.
I mean, hell, I know my friends are, but we're together. We want to do this the right way.
I believe in you. Such ignorance can be bliss for some, cause fear for others. But it can be inspiring. It can spark evolution, a way forward. If you seek that knowledge, that way, that path, with hearts pure. I must also tell you that even though you have saved me from what you may call cruelty,
It was.
you have not saved me from death.
How long?
She gestures to guide you towards you, Ippo, and Pax both, and then like these like gentle, made of water stools rise from the ground to sit.
Okay.
She sits you in like sort of this like 3-point circle or triangle with Pax.
I sit down for the talk. For my special mama.
I do not know how long. I am far too old. I have grown far too weak. This war that the world is grappling with, I can at least say I don't expect to survive it. The magic in the ocean, it's unstable. It corrupts slowly.
Is there anything I can do?
Not in the present, not for me, but it is not my death that I wish to talk to you about. It is what comes after. I am the last Leviathan, but I am also somewhat of a mother to them. I call them my siblings, but many of them I brought into existence or helped bring. As my champion, if you choose, you may be my successor. Had I died at any point through the passage of time, every one of my chosen, I have told them this. I apologize I could not tell you sooner.
I'm gonna be a dad? Did I interpret that totally wrong? I'm gonna be a dad?
You see Pax like rub his temples? No.
I'm not ready.
No, it's
I'm not ready. But if it's my duty.
My child. She puts a hand on your shoulder. It is not a birth.
You're gonna have a grand. Oh.
It is a transformation.
Oh. Would I still be me? Were you like me before?
If I was aware during my creation I could not tell you. I have no memory of what came before me. I cannot tell you if you would still be you. But the transformation is permanent. A new era of Leviathans. You choosing your own champions, finding or creating your own siblings, restoring balance to the sea, and ensuring its stability for as long as you and yours may live.
Wow.
Perhaps in your era, the world would be a better one, a stronger one, one not so easily devoured by the quiet rage that is the corruption.
I understand. And I know how important this is. If not, it's the most important thing. I just feel like I'm still finding out how to be me. I think I'm scared to give that up. How does it work? When do I have to decide?
She puts her forehead on yours. Oh, sweet child. If only there was more time, but we cannot control when the forces of destruction, when they gain enough power to threaten the world entirely. At that point is when the choice must be made. At the time of my passing, or any time before, but...
Will I know when it happens? Will I know?
You will know when I am gone.
Okay.
And in these battles ahead, should you call for my aid, I will be there for you.
Thank you.
I will also say, this is a choice. You may also choose a world without us, without Leviathans. Perhaps our age, our great power, perhaps it has been too much for the world, and perhaps our time is over.
With you all dying, bad things are happening. How could they survive without you?
They?
Sorry, I was just thinking about my friends. All of us, but I was thinking about them.
I have never lived in a time without the Leviathans. I cannot predict what the world would become, but if there was no corruption, I believe the world would continue. The forgotten Leviathan, one of my elder siblings, not older than me, but a sibling that's been around for just as long. If that rage, if their destruction was prevented, even without all of us, the world would still spin.
Okay.
Perhaps it would lose its magic. Or perhaps it would drown in magic. I cannot say.
There would be no way to know.
All I know is the current cycle, the current order, and what is stable now. What is normal now.
It's a great honor. Of course it's a great honor. I hope that when the time comes, I'll know what is right.
Try not to think of them as a decision between right and wrong. Envision it like a path, one that diverges in two directions. Neither path is the wrong direction because they both go forward. Each path will have its own consequences, its own struggles, and its own boons. Do what will make you... She looks for the word. Happy.
And that's the right thing, to do what would make me happy?
Maybe.
Okay.
There is many, many, many years of your fellow mortals, she looks behind you at the line. Their experiences and their lives, they are connected to you and they will aid you on the journey ahead. I truly do not know what is best for the world when I am gone, and I would not expect you to know either.
I don't, but I have probably a lot of bad ideas, and maybe one or two okay-ish ones, and maybe one little tiny nugget of wisdom, but I know that I'm with some really good people, some really smart people, And I know we can sort through the mess together. Even if that means I have to turn into a really, really big fish.
I believe it was a few centuries before I could take this form.
Cool, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So at least 200 years of just a chill swim. 200 years in the lazy river.
She looks around, sort of spaces out for a second, and then she looks back at you. My champions. She looks at Pax, and then she looks at the lines of people. Our time is up. To commune, I must swim deeper, regain my strength, in case you call on me again.
Safe travels. Special mama.
Her feline, nose touches yours.
I go to hold her one last time with my hand. In Sword World, do I have one or two hand? I keep forgetting.
Just the one.
Just the one. Oh, yeah.
She backs up.
Sorry, I could have hugged you better, but I'm stumpy.
You start to hear lightning, thunder, light. The water that was still before begins to rumble.
Is that supposed to happen?
Until we meet again.
That's good though, right? What's happening right now? That's good.
And she begins to float upwards.
Special mama?
You see Pax in front of you.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you mean all right? What do you mean all right? Are we gonna get flushed? What's going on?
And you start to feel. You start to say, Gil,
Yeah, Pax!
no matter what happens,
What does that mean?
never again will you forget yourself. You hear me?
Okay, I hear
The
you!
waters begin to turn into waves. You hear red lightning hit the fucking in front of you, and you burst up.
Does this happen every time?
Never again forget yourself, you hear?
I am Gillian Tidestrider!
From now and always, remember who you are!
What?
Lightning strikes you, and you feel yourself come to in the ocean once more. And they would all see lightning strike around, and in front of you, glowing, absorbing this magical power, is Destiny's Blade.
Holy shit!
And I now present it to you.
That's insane! Oh, that's so fucking cool! Gillian!
The white light fades from your visions as you've just been given the final piece of that poem. And as you are opening your eyes, remnants of a lightning storm, red lightning, underwater lightning, arcs and cracks around you all, and Pelagus is gone. Before you, Gillian floats with a glowing, humming Destiny's Blade. The little bit of red charged by lightning, the glow dissipates into bluish-greenish glow.
Holy shit. I grab it and I go, Gillian! Was that weird? Gillian!
That was tender.
That was really tender.
You guys are still very deep underwater. You're deep in the ocean's depths.
Okay.
You have just had a very hard, long battle in an ice arena against the Elder. You just ended him. He was just dragged away. You spoke briefly to Pelagus as she freed herself. And now it's just a void around you after the lightning clears of the ocean. And it's eerily calm for the first time. A moment of just silence amongst you all. Until you hear, and Ursus swims toward you, seeing now that the coast is clear, that the conflict has ended. You also notice that the artificial Leviathan with Pelagus just disintegrated.
Holy.
But you do feel a bit of that power from all of the Leviathan shared. You all feel stronger, a stronger affinity to magic in the world. But you can also tell now how unstable it is how unstable it continues to get. A corruption spreads, even this deep. Ursus arrives. Where to now?
Ursus, hello.
Laura!
I toss him a fish.
He does a spin.
Good boy.
I look to everyone else. To Allport.
We should probably tell the elders about Odolaf before we go anywhere else. Before we head to Allport that way, we should go to Bubble Trench that way!
Careful with that thing. And also, that's neither
Why?
of the directions.
Why should I be careful?
I see you're happy to have your blade back.
Yeah, it's back in one piece.
Yeah. Yes, it's more than a blade. It's a friend. It's actually like 100. Like one friend and like 100 acquaintances.
Okay.
Cool. Can we say like we have 100 people on our crew now? Technically?
I guess they all would count.
So the other chosen ones are in the sword?
Oh, the first. That's who I've been speaking to. Pax.
Okay, and if you die, you're gonna be in a sword?
There's actually even more to unpack than that.
Never have you felt such immense power from a weapon.
Gillian, I asked a question.
hey.
What's up?
I asked a question.
Over there.
Are you gonna go in the sword?
Oh.
When you die?
No, I'm the last one. They're just gonna put me in the lazy river for 200 years. Wait. Let me explain.
What?
I went in. I met Pax. Well, we did an awesome handshake. It was so good, and his forearms were so big, and we grabbed each other's forearms, and it was awesome. And he told me the Nameless Prince used to be a friend of his, and that this world we share used to be truly shared. And my special mom told me that we've saved her for now, but what's coming is probably unavoidable, and that she will pass, and that someone will have to choose whether to continue the cycle or not. And it was a bit confusing because I thought I was going to be a dad, but it turns out what she was asking was, when she passes, if I would take her place as a Leviathan. Whoa.
What?
I wouldn't remember anything.
A Leviathan. So,
Either the cycle ends, or it starts over with, well, I don't even know if it would still be me. Truthfully, I don't know what to do. I don't know how much time we'll have. So I want to spend it doing what we can, and I want to spend it, with my crew.
Just need to find them first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fill you in on the details on the way, but it would be best if my people knew what happened here.
Of course.
Ready for a wild ride, Ursus?
Spins. Adventure!
Oh, no way. I'm gonna give him the biggest awesome kelp with stuff growing out of that's colorful.
Ursus was worried. When I saw the big sphere of ice, I thought you wouldn't come out again. Ursus not a fighter. Whoa. He looks at you for a sec. Gets real close.
Uh-oh.
With one eye. Hello.
Get my eye real close.
What happened to your whimsy?
I start like trying to act whimsical, but I'm like being a little weird about it for sure. I'm still doing okay. Hello.
There is a darkness in you.
it's not a kind thing to say.
Shouldn't psychoanalyze people.
I'm not.
It's probably fair. It's probably fair.
Ursus is here for you.
Thanks, buddy.
He gets under everyone and begins to like float upwards so that you just start riding.
Make sure Chip has the fluffiest spot.
Sitting in the fluffiest spot, I look at Gillian. Gillian, I'm really torn up about everything that's happened. You know something that might make me feel better right now? Is if I got to hold the sword. If it just for a second I got to hold the sword.
Dude,
I know, but I just want to. Okay, can we? I can hold it with you.
I just gotta.
I can hold it with you, maybe.
Why don't
I just kind of want to hold it for a second.
Why don't you hold it with me?
just-
Why don't we? And by the way, definitely powered down mode for you, I think.
Okay. Okay, whatever,
I
man.
think the light turns off. Yeah, I think this is probably.
Last time I checked, I showed up into the big ice arena and I killed the guy with
Probably
you,
best.
and we did a bunch of awesome stuff together, and I just
No.
wanted to hold the sword.
No, it was pretty cool. I had to start with powered down. I actually started in lower than powered down mode. So if anything, this is pretty cool that you're starting in powered down mode.
I feel like I could start in powered up mode because you've already kind of primed it up.
You want to make sure it's safe for him, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, you handed it to
this
Jay
is a
before me.
nice. This is a
Oh, you handed
nice
it to Jay
blade.
before me.
Yeah, she's
Can I
like.
turn it on?
Yeah, sure. There's.
Jay, well, Jay, he said you were gonna hand it to me.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
Pretty cool.
That's a
What?
lot of power.
Now,
That's
what
a
the
lot of
damn?
power.
Get him to hold it
What do you
before you
think?
even
Now,
get it.
that's what I'm trying
Definitely
to say.
powered down
and
for
that's
Chip.
my problem.
Definitely
He's not
powered
going to
down.
even let you
There's
hold
just
it.
not a lot
down.
of respect among this crew right now.
There you go.
Thanks.
Nobody even offered to let you hold the sword.
Well, that's all right.
Here, we can hold it at the same time.
You just handed it to Jay.
Well, I had to.
She held the thing on her own.
She had to make sure it was safe for you.
I've gone through bad things. I deserve this.
That is exactly why the sword stays powered down.
I need this for my people.
I'm a little worried.
My kingdom.
You're gonna put one
My
finger-
kingdom is in danger.
One
This is
finger,
the only
one
weapon
finger.
that will save them.
You slow your tone right now, and I might still let you touch the hilt.
It whispers.
Maybe you should
Maybe
let him touch
don't
it.
let
Yeah,
him
maybe
hold
I'm,
the
I'm
sword.
getting. I'm starting to think maybe you should.
Frodo, give me the ring.
Can we make a little like a plastic sandwich sword that you put through like a deli sandwich? Can we make a little version of that with Destiny's Blade?
You could do that, but you also hear Pax in your head. Give me to him. It'll be funny.
I trust you.
Really?
You're holding it by the blade.
Chip,
You're all right.
Big table.
Wow.
Chip, you grab the hilt, make a con save.
I don't like
I didn't
being
have to do that.
this
That'd be funny.
close.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
You don't take any damage, but you do feel. You know that little device where if you shake someone's hand, they
Is bzz.
buzz? That's what it does to you.
I hold on to it. Wow.
Chip,
This thing is strong.
you're right.
You want to hold it?
Oh, okay. Your hair is sticking up out of your head.
Why does it have that setting?
It is?
Yeah, just pass it over.
Here you go.
It turns off. You hear in your
Must
head.
have powered up for me.
You hear Aurora. You hear a voice in your head. Don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. And what's your name?
For now, I'm called Destiny's Blade.
Destiny's Blade. All right. Well, I'm Aurora Primrose.
I know.
Oh,
It didn't talk to me. It's talking to you?
What's going on?
sorry?
What's it saying?
Hey Chip, what's going on over there?
I don't know. She's talking to me.
Why's she talking to it?
I don't know what she's talking
We're
to.
just having a nice conversation.
Me? Who's we? You and the sword?
Yes.
Hello!
Holding him like that.
Make another con save.
17.
You take 12 points of lightning damage.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'll get to know you later.
He says,
You will?
what? He says, anytime.
Bro!
Gillian,
You shouldn't let her have that again.
I take it. Yo. where have you been?
Is that perfume on you?
You're back late. Over the course of the travel, will fill them in on what I learned in there, what happened.
I don't think Chip wants to talk about anything emotional or serious. I think Ursus looked at him and said, you have a darkness about you, and where's your whimsy? And he went, mask up, I'm funny now.
Does he mask up whole car ride home?
Yeah, just trying to be jovial.
Okay.
You can probably tell, but
Yeah.
he's like maybe a little overdoing it.
I think Gillian would know why. Obviously, like he was there. So, hey, Chip, heard you got a darkness, and
You come to the back of Ursus, where I am,
yeah.
and you see as I've got a little net, and I am trying to like catch stuff as we're going.
Sleight of hand.
Look at it, rolling good, and it feels good. Ooh, 30.
In the net, as you guys approach, you catch a creature that is the size of a 6-foot-tall man's torso. And it has an eye, a little stem antenna on the top with an eye, 2 soulless dark eyes, and there's rows of like really sharp teeth.
We're eating good tonight.
Oh no! He just hit the line.
Danger. This is a danger.
and I
You can easily kill it. Like no.
and I cut its head off.
I catch it and I look at it. Look at this little googly ow!
You kill a very terrifying deep sea creature.
Good catch, Chip. Meat's back on the menu.
You took his googly eye.
I have never seen a creature like that in my life.
It doesn't look natural.
No.
The teeth are odd. Oh, there is a mucus.
There's a couple human ones
There's
in
a
there
mucus
too.
coming out of that.
It dies.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Is that blood? It is. It does not look like the right texture.
Wouldn't touch it.
It's a viscous fluid that it's filled with. It doesn't really have like blood and stuff.
It just like starts to disintegrate
Saps,
through
yeah.
the net and like disappear.
Nature's crap.
I think Jay would approach Chip at this point. Be like, hey, sorry, am I interrupting something?
It's mucus melted my net.
Sorry about that. Chip, can we talk for a second?
Yeah, sure. Is that illegal down here?
What? Littering?
Do not litter!
The ocean's wide.
We're okay out here.
It's just
Okay,
probably just
cool.
like 1 or 2 turtles, maybe 3.
Those
No,
are
it's
very
really, really
important
tragic.
to the
It's really-
ecosystem.
I know.
Turtles.
Yes, Ursus, turtle.
Ursus wild shapes into a big turtle.
You look like you want to talk to me about something serious.
Yeah, you could say that.
You're doing that. You're tapping and
Yeah, I'm tapping
going,
a lot. Just figuring out how to word it.
I figured you would have done that before you came up to talk to me.
What? Figure out how to word it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you think about things sometimes, and then you end up in this situation, and you're kind of confronted with it a little more. It feels more real.
Yeah. I mean, that's how talking.
Yeah.
works.
So who do you have to kill?
Okay,
Back with Odalith, you said you lied about not knowing who you had to kill, and I've been catching some vibes, I guess. I mean, I know who powerful people are in the world.
Oh man, Jay.
Yeah, I would like to know.
Can I level with you for a second?
Yeah?
I don't think I can talk about this right now.
Shit.
And I mean this in the kindest way possible. I do not have it in me. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you about it though. I will. I mean, shit, can we have a day to just sit here and
It's been like a few.
in a few?
Okay.
If you want to talk about something, we can talk about something else, just not that today, please. Would you like to talk?
About which?
I mean, we went to the Black Sea and you went off to find Lizzie and everything happened so fast. We've talked about it a little bit, but it seems like it's still bothering you. We can talk about that. Or we can talk about Gillian's cool sword.
It is really cool.
I want to find our crew,
Okay. Yeah,
and I want to go where we need to go.
I
Get it done.
trust you. I hope you don't do anything without talking to us first.
Yeah, you said that. I know.
Your crew. I haven't gotten a chance to meet anybody other than you 3. And you swore me in as a pirate.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You fuck shit up.
I fuck shit up.
Yeah.
I don't exactly
do.
understand what.
Oh, you will.
What we did back there also could be construed as fucking shit up.
And helping those in need.
Being the best goddamn pirate anyone's ever seen. Oh, that's so
That's
good.
so good. God, fuck.
I understand
We came up with that, you know.
the oath.
Like we just riffed it too.
Off the top.
Off the cuff.
Oh, Rory, you
The
should have been there.
Dome.
Oh, you should have been there. It was on a rooftop.
We even, you know what's crazy? Is we had we did a pose afterwards. We didn't even practice it.
No.
No practice.
What were you asking?
I've got this new job. What do I do? What are the protocols? I mean, do I have to
talking about?
read anything? Do I have to learn anything? Do you
To do what? To be a pirate?
Do you have meetings?
We
or
definitely don't read.
where is your ship?
This is a job.
Well, I guess right now, Ursus is our ship, but we have another ship.
No, that's
Oh,
definitely
shit.
gone. You gave that to Giant Turtle Man.
Ursus can be as big as a ship.
Wanted him to watch it. The
Yeah.
hope. Also, what were we gonna do with it?
Nothing. I mean, it's stuck there now. I'm not going back. No, you kind of just do whatever you want. That's like the pirate thing.
Within reason.
No,
and
actually,
as
typically,
according to our.
Take as you please.
I don't remember that one.
None of this makes me feel very
Stealing is a big part of it.
good.
Unless
Yeah,
it
most
isn't.
pirates
Sometimes it's
steal a
actually
lot.
not a part at all, and instead you should be giving.
Sometimes even if you don't need it.
A lot of pirates like to terrorize people.
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here, and it's freaking me out.
I think.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
You remember those guys who we showed up on their ship, they immediately tried to kill us?
Yes,
Pirates.
pirates. But
That's that.
you-
We're that.
No, you're not. This is what I'm asking. I'm very confused on what it means to be a pirate. Can I be a good pirate? I would not
Yeah,
like to
absolutely.
pillage and
All
steal and
pirates are-
kill.
Well,
Why, you would?
No, wouldn't.
Oh!
we don't do that.
Well, that's
no,
good.
we would never do that.
Are we pirates?
Here's the thing.
The Navy calls us pirates.
No, because when was the last time we found treasure?
I look around right now.
Okay.
Don't do the friendship thing.
You did find you did find treasure in the temple, like the King Crab's druidic
Yeah, we got
temple.
like 35.
Well, that's kind of treasure, but that's like Destiny stuff.
No, that was
No, that's like straight up, I think that's like 35,000 gold.
actually straight up treasure. You
Yeah, there's like a ton of gems.
You found a treasure chest.
I guess what we're saying, Aurora, is as long as you're following the oath of the Riptide Pirates, being a pirate is about you. The whole thing is sailing the open seas, right? Like you talk about, and not letting anyone boss you around, and you know, making your own crew. There's no performance review. It's just what it means to you, I think, probably.
It's freedom.
Well, what does it mean to you, Gillian? Like, why are you a pirate? I'm having a whole crisis right now.
Oh no.
Chip,
We did find treasure. I did remember that. We have a treasure chest somewhere, right?
No, I mean, like,
Where do
as
we
far as
put that?
pirates go, we found treasure this last week. We killed somebody this last week. I think we're doing pretty good.
We killed people and we took. We're pirates. Okay, cool.
Chip, you guys are the first pirates I've ever met, and I think you're just good people doing the right thing. Then there are some caveats that have come up, but to me, being a pirate is surrounding yourself with people that you trust, and when you have to make hard choices, doing what you think is right, no matter what else the world says. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's being free from the expectations of the world to just do what I want to do.
Doing right by your crew who will follow you anywhere. And following the rules. There are a set of rules, actually, now that I think about it.
Can't pee your
There are
pants.
rules.
Can't
Can't
piss
pee
your
your
pants.
pants. Did we ever learn the other ones? We
They'll
probably
be
did. That's the
revealed
only
to
one I care
you.
about.
As you go, but that is the only one we could be. Actually, you know what? Maybe we're a different kind of pirate.
Maybe one is you need to piss your pants.
No one can tell underwater, you know.
Have we not all been doing that the whole time?
Oh, Chip.
What?
Dude, they have bathrooms.
There's bathrooms.
Where? I haven't seen any
I
of you
hope
go.
you're not doing this on Ursus.
No.
Is Ursus a pirate?
Does
Do you want to
Ursus-
be?
We swear in Ursus, and it happens. It happens. We get him a hat. There's a hat.
You can fashion him a little hat that you put on his turtle head right now because he's a turtle head.
I also recount some stories to Aurora of the Black Rose Pirates, tell her of some of our escapades.
Once Chip tells those stories of the Black Rose Pirates, I want to tell Aurora too. Maybe Jay and I could like recount some of the shit we've gotten into. Because I don't know anything about those pirates, but I know what we've done.
Yeah, true.
So you tell Aurora about how there is usually just one captain, but you guys decided to make it 3 captains. There are combatants. There's a navigator, which Jay usually fills that role. There's a cook, which you tell her about Earl, who is an old bitchy man. Sometimes crews, if they're lucky, they have a doctor. You guys do not have one. There's also a shipwright. Sometimes that person is on the crew. Sometimes they wait at a town that they either the pirates control or you tell her about Inza basically.
Oh, we control the town. We do. Tell her about that too.
Tell her about the island of Canela, which you inspired. A
We have liberated and now tax
revolution
liberally.
against some tyrannical
We don't actually do that.
soldiers. And then you tell them that there's a helmsman, someone that actually drives the ship, and that was Alphonse for a while. You tell every crew has to have a musician, so you tell her about Queen. Sometimes what you were on the Black Rose pirate ships, you were an apprentice. So if a child has nowhere else to go and the pirates take him in, they become an apprentice. That is how captains keep their legacy going, typically, if they don't have children of their own.
I tell her about Ollie.
Okay.
Tell her about Ollie. Sometimes captains will pass on their name as well. So like if Captain Rose if anyone took over the Black Rose Pirates, they would be called Captain Rose. And then there are also officers who are people that are on the crew, have sworn the same oath, but don't actually sail with you. So you tell them about Ichabod, who's in the west, Clorton, who you guys met briefly. I don't think you ever swore in Laoma, but you can tell them about that journey if you want.
Yeah.
And combatants, of course, there have to be combatants, which Gillian is a combatant and a captain. There's Griffin, or there was Griffin,
Oh, Jesus, man.
Oh,
Fuck.
man.
and Igneous is now in his spot, which you heard over the phone. You heard Inza and Igneous's voices, I think.
Yeah, I heard their voices all right.
So you regale, and I'm just gonna assume that you guys have nothing else, no other scenes that you'd like to enter in.
I do have one more question. Gillian,
Yes.
that choice that Pelagus offered, or presented, I guess, do you know what you want?
It's complicated. I'm scared that I do, but I don't want to doom the world again either. So maybe no, maybe I don't know. But I hope that I will. Why? What would you do?
I'm not quite sure yet either.
Kind of don't want you to become a really big fish.
Yeah, I kind of don't want you to like forget everything.
I like you at the fish size you are.
I don't know. We could like hang out on my migration patterns and stuff.
That'd be cool.
It'd be pretty cool.
I mean, like, I don't know. We're short-lived, typically. Humans.
When you say you're scared of dooming the world by your choice, are you certain it would?
No one remembers a world before the Leviathans, and if they do, I haven't met them. I don't know if it would ruin the world, but it would definitely change it, and I don't know if for the better. I know what the Leviathans have done. I know that it's wonderful. I know what they mean to people.
You know, for an ecosystem, they also make this water breathable with all its stench magic.
Yeah, they allow us to live down here. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad being a huge big fish that didn't remember anything ever.
It's quite the sacrifice.
The world seems to ask less of you a lot, huh?
I was hoping this was the last one with the Nameless Prince, but nope. No, it seems like I know the last one now. I'd be so big.
Too big. You can't really do much when you're that big.
Do you think I'd have fingers?
I don't know.
That's a good
Have
question.
any of them had fingers?
No, well,
Crab got
crab.
legs. I don't know, Aurora.
Oh, well, that's all right.
You seem like someone that's got a lot of weight on your shoulders, too.
Yes. Though I hate to compare. I just, I guess I'm just so unsure. I feel like I had all of the pieces, I had all of the information, and now a million books have been dropped on my desk, and I've got to start all over again, and, well, how do you make a choice like that without knowing the consequences?
I think the same way I've made every choice. I do what I think is right, even if I'm wrong.
And you're okay with that?
The alternative is knowing I did nothing. So, faced with a million choices and all these books on your desks, infinite possibilities, would you rather take a chance based on what you think is right? Or would you rather step away so that you don't have those consequences on your hands?
That's a good question. I think Aurora would, at that point, just kind of walk away and sit down somewhere else.
Chip will find you eventually and say, I've got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you how to be a pirate.
What does that mean?
It means you're gonna learn how to be a pirate.
Okay.
If you're gonna be on the crew, you gotta fill one of the roles.
Right.
You're gonna be a doctor?
I
Is that your role?
could do that.
crew?
Cutting off Jay's leg didn't go so well.
Exactly. We gotta get better at this. Jay, come over here. We're gonna take that thing off and go back on.
What?
What are we doing?
What do you mean that thing off?
There's another role that is very rarely filled. It's simplest to call it a historian,
Okay.
like a lore keeper. Someone that knows, like, this place is ancient, we could go hit this for the next treasure.
Wait, do we have a doctor now?
Yeah.
What?
Thank goodness. This hook is really not working, man.
Oh,
Perfect.
right.
We gotta do something about the hook.
Right.
Well, hang on. Hook's pretty piratey.
It's gotten loose.
Oh,
Flops around. When you move it,
Oh, do you have to, it keeps unscrewing.
yeah, you gotta.
yes.
Did you like glue it or anything?
The threads might be a little bit loose
Oh,
at
you
this
know what?
point.
Infected. Totally infected.
Infected?
Totally infected.
It is?
I don't think we did much to that. I think we just stuck a hook
yeah,
in
that's
it.
like pure pus.
Pure bus.
Can I just roll something really quick?
Sure, medicine?
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Whoa! Looks like we got a doctor.
What do you think?
26. Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
Is it infected?
Is it infected?
Well, how would
doctor.
who would I be to be like, no, no?
Okay, well, oh,
do you think?
ow! I don't
Whoa.
think I'm meant to be a doctor. We will figure that out.
Because I'm stumped.
Okay. Oh, God.
With your natural 20, you would have to get your hands a little dirty and get close to it, but you could stabilize the infection.
I would like
And keep
to
it from spreading.
I would like to do that.
All right, you can flush that out.
Okay.
The ice that was on it before cauterizing it melted way long ago, especially when you put the
I
hook
really
on
didn't
it.
know that was going on under there.
Jesus
I
Christ.
really didn't know that.
Sometimes as a pirate, you gotta get your hands dirty, you gotta
Okay,
get in there
okay.
and just fix the problem.
Dirty as in
Sometimes there's a problem, you
pussy?
gotta get in there and fix it. Sometimes it's a little
Okay,
pussy.
okay.
Sometimes the problem's a little pussy and you gotta get in there and fix it.
Okay.
You're a pirate. That's it.
I
You're a
don't-
pirate. That's it.
I unscrew the hook that is apparently lodged in his hand.
Is that what we did? I don't remember. I think we put like
a piece of
I think we
metal.
put like a cap or something on it.
I don't remember getting a
I
cap.
don't think so.
I got a sconce.
Jam the hook.
I took a sconce and turned it into a hook.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God.
Gillian, why did we do it like this?
I don't know. We don't really do anything.
I don't know. I didn't think we had a doctor.
Okay, I'm going
We
to.
have never had a doctor.
I need complete silence. I'm going to pull this out.
Being a pirate
alright?
doesn't come with insurance.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and I yank it out so I can start like going in there.
Is it gonna hurt?
Okay, I'd start
Yeah.
poking around in there. I make sure that everything's cleaned up.
You could also, if you wanted, use your spells to like magically seal it and stuff. If you wanted to
Yes.
cure wounds.
I'm gonna use.
Yeah, what kind of magic stuff do you have on there? Because I have a fuzzy dump.
Yes, yes, that is.
Thanks for that.
Also to continue on your natural 20, you know that had you guys allowed it to stay infected for just like another day or so, it would have spread up his arm. You'd have to cut off his arm.
Bro, imagine I fucking get this sword back and immediately I'm like, well,
Guys, we stick the sword in.
What?
Sword hand.
God, that's so cool.
No,
Do that?
no.
Okay.
I can make a prosthetic.
With the natural 20 medicine, I'll let you do that.
I am not putting a sword as your arm. We're not cutting off your arm. We're not doing anything. Gillian, do not cut your own arm off. I swear to
Oh,
God.
it's so cool.
Or it'd be so cool.
Bro, don't let them do this to you.
Sorry, we should get let's get a doctor's opinion.
A doctor's opinion is that you should keep your arm, and we will figure that out. But for now,
Eventually?
I'm gonna seal it up so it's not bleeding and pussing everywhere. Gillian, take care of your body. It's very important that you do. You as well. You looked fucked up when I first met you.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey.
That's the best I've looked in a long time.
Jay, I'm very sorry, but we'll figure it out.
Good luck.
A roll. Yes, I'd like a roll. I would love a roll.
Doctor, big time. Look at what you just did. None of us can do that.
How are any of you
I
alive?
don't know. I actually could have done that. I just didn't.
Maybe it's more so we don't think to do
Maybe
it.
it's the doctor mentality. We
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
We need your aura.
My aurora.
Aurora.
All right. Well, yes.
Okay.
Give me a purpose. I like that.
Okay. And now, from now on, we also need someone to find treasure, because I'm realizing we should be finding a lot more treasure. So if you find any treasure, if you know of any treasure, let me know. We're gonna go get it.
All right.
The poem, the completed poem that you guys have, comes to your mind.
Yes. Well, actually, the Leviathans. I mean, they were so generous already, and part of all their gifts was parts of those poems. Maybe we look there for your treasure.
You see, that's a great idea.
I said that before.
Are you the treasure
Yeah,
hunter?
but you weren't a doctor.
You're not a doctor.
What does that matter?
You're the
We have to
navigator.
go wet. We have to go.
I believe we do have to go west.
Sure.
Oh, I like this job. I feel important.
Do you want to read
She's
the
a really good doctor.
Jay, I'm so sorry. Girl power, but I'm cucking you
I'm
right
killing myself. I'm killing myself tonight.
You want to read it out loud, the full thing?
Yes, the full poem. Gather around. Stood on the shoulders of giants, behind the horizon's flare, see what cannot be seen. West is the dragon's lair.
Whoa. What's your doctor's opinion on that?
My doctor's opinion is that, well, I'm quite unsure what it means to see what cannot be seen, because if you can't see it, then how are you supposed to see
true.
it? But my aurora aura,
Oh, that's good.
I think we go west.
Go west.
I think that's,
Yeah, that's what she said.
Jay, as the navigator, do you know of anything west that could be
We haven't been to the Horsey yet.
horsey?
Yeah, that's the Western Sea.
What?
You got it. Yeah.
Have you a map?
Do we have a map?
No, we
It
should
was on our
have
ship. It was on our ship.
lots of stuff lost on the
your
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it on our ship.
A lot of things on the ship that would really help.
Well,
I know like roughly what the world looks like, but
okay, maybe that's our first option. Look for something on the map. Shoulders of giants.
we can find one when we're in Allport, but I don't know how long we're going to want to be there. I have a feeling that,
That phone call did sound,
yeah, no,
Chaotic.
things above sea sound like they're a little crazy right now.
all right, well,
We can assume if it's this bad down here, it's this bad up there.
suppose we'll find out.
Let me check in with the elders first, and then we can make haste to wherever giants are.
The last day of your travel, only the gentle but ominous hum of the ocean depths remain as you travel atop Ursus through a highway current heading back to the capital city of Bubble Trench, where the three remaining elders await you in the outcome of your journey. Upon passage through the circular-shaped gates of the city, instantly, bubbles appear, and all of the knights, with Fishcop and an acquaintance you have made, Samelin, Small Grung, they appear in front of you. Fishcop sees you. He starts to cry. All of the knights feel a presence and an aura of protection.
Oh.
Some bow their heads, some kneel. Fishcop comes close to you, puts his hands on your shoulders. Chosen one, you have returned, both literally and figuratively. Your presence is back,
Please
stronger than before.
forgive me for breaking my exile. I just bring news.
All right, to the elders, we must away.
Thank you.
All of you, bubbles surround you, and you teleport. In a blink of an eye, You are standing before the columns, the pillared thrones in the audience chamber. There are people in the seats this time.
Oh, man. Okay.
Again, a little less, but much time has passed since you guys left and journeyed to all of the Leviathans. You walk into the zone of truth
Oh, okay.
in front of the elders. They see it, too. Everyone in this room, that power that comes from Destiny's Blade, it's immense. But they keep calm, they notice your arrival. The spotlight shines on Elder Celeste. So you have returned. What news do you bring? And then the light on all of you together.
Is there any chance I can get a vibe from her as to like, because we're in a room with a bunch of witnesses and bystanders and everything?
There's a lot, Elder Celeste. Would it be better if we spoke in private, or do you just want me to, like, rip it?
You are still a banished one, and your trial has not concluded. This is a continuation. Upon your return, all information that you have is necessary and will either aid or hinder you. And the light switches back.
Okay. Elder Odalath is dead. He was working with an organization from the Oversea, not to kill the Leviathans, but to drain them of their life and their power, and only Pelagus remains. We were too late to save any but her. They were trying to build something, to control something they never should have been able to control. It is no more, but I fear and I have been warned that the worst is yet to come.
The light switches to her. The worst you speak of. A terrible evil, as we know, truthfully told, released by your hand. However, you bring into this chamber a great power, one you did not have before. Then would it be false to assume this power is a blessing and a gift from our Leviathans departed? Switches back to you.
Yes, that's correct. We took their trials one way or another, but now all of us are touched.
It switches back. There is murmuring among the crowd. It is truly awe that you feel. Disbelief. Alarak, the oldest and wisest, maybe not the wisest, but the oldest Tortle elder, rings the bells to shush. And when he sits back down, he looks a little relieved. Elder Celeste speaks. You should be aware that many of our memories have been restored. Some are still manipulated. But it is the truth, what you say. Elder Odalath was a betrayer, a manipulator, and he has casted such a large shadow over all of us and everything that our city stands for. It switches back to you then.
Our gods did not make a mistake. And I'm not the only one in this room that bears blessings. Odalath was right about one thing. We won't get through this. Our people won't get through this if we don't look up and choose to work together. I would not have returned, and all of our gods would be dead, if not for these three. I know none of you may have heard of people that look like them being blessed like this before, but it's happening now, and it's not happening for no reason. There are evil, evil things at work in this world, but we cannot be afraid and seal ourselves away now. Now is the time to reach out and help those in need, like our gods reached out to them. We are in unprecedented times, and I don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is that right now, we have been told and shown what is right. And we have a chance. We have a chance to act on it, even if it means trusting, even if it means putting ourselves at risk. But isn't that what makes us better than this evil? If we can set aside who we are in our natures, and if we can learn to do that, We can change this course.
The light switches back. I'll have you roll with advantage. Let's call it persuasion.
That's a 25.
It switches back to Elder Celeste. And you notice, Jay, you'll notice this just being observant with passive perception. There is a very subtle glint or glimmer behind the mask in Took's eyes. If you'd like, you can roll Arcana or Insight.
21.
Gotcha. With a 21 Arcana, when Gillian spoke and his words finish, Took has a vision. And an emotionless, stoic Grung, for the first time, smirks. Elder Celeste looks up, then looks back at you. Because of what you have done for us, despite what we have done to you, we will heavily consider your plea, your request. But first, before matters of the future and where we will go from here can be discussed with your presence in the city, your matter of exile must be settled first.
I understand.
The elders look at each other. We will conclude the trial of the banishment of Gillian Tidestrider. They look at each other and they all float together off their thrones. In unison, the three speak underneath the light. We, the three elders still present, see you, Gillian Tidestrider, not innocent, but not guilty either. For all you have done, for the blessings you have received, for the wrongs we have been blind to, and for the damage we have done, you have had a hand in this evil and its release, and we have had a hand in pushing you there. For this, we ask, you must take responsibility. Should you be willing to do so, raise your sword in protection of the sea and for our people, vanquish this darkness while we seek the fourth that will fill the empty seat, and postpone our measures to freeze the city still in protection. Celeste continues by herself. Then, after your victory, we will welcome you home, releasing you from your banishment. The light switches to you. There is a whisper in the crowd. That's their verdict.
I know what they asked of me. So as there's a whisper in the crowd, I will reach to my hilt with my good hand and do what they asked and raise my sword for them. That's it. I'll do what they asked. I'm gonna look at them this time with a different expression than I've usually had sitting in this courtroom, standing in this spotlight, looking at them. I'll look at them with hope.
Then she says, this court is adjourned. And people begin to stand up, begin to walk out. You guys are, for a second, free to talk amongst yourself for just a brief second as some knights approach you.
That was great.
Thanks.
That was crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get exiled again now.
What?
Well, I mean,
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Well, yeah, until the job is done.
Oh.
But still, I mean, that's a clear point to be unexiled.
I hope
We were
they...
doing it anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll come back.
Fishcop comes up behind you. I knew I was right to trust you.
Fish comp.
I always believed, even when you were a boy.
What?
Yeah, I watched you grow up.
Fish comp. Wait, how long have I known Fish comp?
You haven't directly known Fishcop, but Fishcop has been a knight for a long time.
You know, with Odalath gone, he was kind of like a father figure to me.
What about your other father, like your actual father. You have an actual father and an actual mother.
It's Fish Cop that's not important right now.
Your real parents are still alive. Probably worried sick about you.
Fish Cop, if there's anything I've learned, it's that family can be the good ones we choose. I want to make him my dad.
What?
I can officiate.
I want to look him in the eyes.
What gives you the
Because
authority?
Olalat's gone. Olalat's gone. This guy has been there my whole life too, and he's guided me in a good way, and he was there for us.
I do the surrogate dad thing a lot.
I already have a son.
Fish Cop, do you take Gillian Tidestrider to be your lawfully bound son?
I already have a son, but what's one more?
You have to say I do.
You have to.
I do.
Gillian Tidestrider, do you take Fish Cop? Is that your legal name?
Yes.
What was your father's name?
Like from birth? Were you just born to be a cop?
Are you a Nepo baby?
Fish Carp was his name. Fish Carp.
All right, Gillian Tidestrider, do you take Fish Cop to be your lawfully bound papa? By the powers vested in me
Yes, my boy.
by not having a father as a child, I now pronounce you Papa Uga Nguppy.
I do. Well, you have to come meet your little brother Blinger sometime.
I have a little brother.
It's truly an honor.
The honor's all mine.
I have to go to the grocery store now.
Wait, Dad. Wait, Dad. No. Would you kick me out of the city one last time?
Before he does, Elder Celeste approaches you guys. Before your departure, as I said, many memories have been restored. Your friend, the princess, she has been sent back to the Southern Ocean. She's been sent home, protected. If for whatever reason you wanted to catch her, maybe there's a chance. But it was days ago.
I see.
I came over here. Questions. If there's any knowledge I can give you before you leave about Odalath or about anything else. She eyes your sword a little bit too long.
You gotta protect that thing.
You want to
It vibrates.
hold it for a sec?
I shouldn't.
Oh, really? Okay, that's all right. I mean, everyone else has done it.
It's not me who was chosen.
Can I ask a question? I don't think we've talked very much. Hi, Chip, if you remember that.
She nods at you.
Ma'am, you took a trial with the Leviathans, right?
I did.
Which one?
I took the Luxpris Clan's trial.
What was it like for you?
A trial of the self. I had assumed I would be tested by the Sea Dragon for its fierceness and strength to rival my own as a leader, a warrior. But she would not test me. She refused. The clam tested me. And only after did I understand why. It is not skill that makes you a warrior. It is the soul. You know.
I took the same,
And you lived.
and so did you.
She is proud that you lived that.
I think I have a new respect for her, like knowing what she actually went through. It definitely shows.
The Leviathans, they all, with their gifts, also communicated a message. It's a poem. Do you know anything about the shoulders of giants or West is the dragon's lair? Did you hear any part of this poem after your trial?
Not that I recall. And these words are unfamiliar. I can only associate the basic meaning. Giants, somewhere large, maybe tall, high, higher than here, of the oceans, the deep. I could not tell you the concept of a horizon or its flare. Maybe it means the sun. The other two lines, seemingly obvious.
I had felt the same.
But Odalath had knowledge that there was a temple of the druids on the back of the crab, one he could not access himself. If there's a possibility that wherever this leads is related to the druids and their temples once more. Whichever clan of yours was out west, the druids are old, perhaps just as old, their bloodline, as the Leviathans. Whatever they have left behind, it is not my expertise nor my field.
Thank you. And that was quite helpful. Do you have a way to say goodbye here? Like a special one?
Before she shows you the special way to say goodbye, she holds out man, I hate handing out journals, but it is a booklet. Odalath burned a lot of information, trying to erase and cover tracks, but there were some memoirs that he wrote. I don't really know what to do with them, but I don't want them here.
Of course.
They're mostly nonsense, but I wasn't the one that took his life, so if you're in need of closure or whatever, here. As she sort of passes over the book, the dramatic intensity of the trial does return to a normal interior here in Bubble Trench, and you grab the book. I'll say whoever, maybe Aurora. Special goodbye.
I guess this is
do you mean?
Goodbye for now, then.
For now. But I believe you'll return.
Okay, let's do it then.
What is that?
See ya.
Oh, wow. We have a lot more in common than I thought.
Surprisingly,
What was
ordinary.
that?
We're not so different, you and I.
Do they not do that where you are from?
I've never seen that before in my life.
You guys say your goodbyes to the elder, and maybe the elders or Fishcop, whoever, and they escort you right back out of the city. You meet right back up with Ursus, who's got the conch shell that is attuned to the crew.
I think I used it last. but
Yeah, it's over here, though.
We just have one.
It vibrates, and for the first time, you guys are receiving a call.
Oh.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How?
You activate it.
Moshi, moshi.
Gillian,
Speaker.
speaker, all of you, what you hear is not voices of your crew, it is ambiance.
What the fuck?
Explosions, shouting, death, as if this conch shell was dropped into an alleyway or a trench in the middle of a battlefield. You just hear these sounds. And then the conch shell stops as if broken.
Wrong number?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's.
That was Inza's conch shell.
Oh, we could tell?
fuck.
We could tell?
That was Inza's conch shell.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Where was that
Fast.
from?
We sent her to Allport with everybody else.
Time has passed, and to get to Allport, time will pass again.
So we should.
Days.
It's.
Ursus looks at all of you, concerned. What is the issue?
We might not get there fast enough, Ursus. We're trying to come up with a way.
Fast. Ursus, fast. Ursus, go faster.
You could. I don't know if.
Ursus can be fast. Ursus can be very fast.
How fast?
Faster than what I've been doing.
What about faster than that?
Why didn't you say that?
Ursus never asked.
Why haven't we been going faster this
Ursus,
entire...
what's the fastest you could possibly go?
Ursus would need to eat thing to get the fastest thing. So fast.
Ursus, are
So
Are
fast.
you saying you have to absorb the speed from a faster animal?
Ursus need fuel to become creature that is the fastest animal.
So we'll make you food.
What do you like to eat?
The Ursus eat anything.
I don't know if star drop salmon will.
Digging around in my bag.
Ursus eat magic.
Okay.
Do I know this?
I want to go to the bubble outside Bubble Trench, not inside because I'm exiled. I want to try and get someone's attention.
You gonna feed them to Ursus?
Feed a person to Ursus?
No, but it's a city. They have food in a city, right?
Sure. Roll.
Get their attention. Hey!
Roll a d20.
No, just totally.
Nope.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay. You can get somebody's attention, and they'll break away from like one of the currents and come by.
Hey, hi. I'm the chosen one, and that's our underwater ride. And the only way to get to Allport is to feed it as much food as possible. But I'm banished from the city. Do you think you could carry this message to them and get them to prepare the biggest, awesomest feast ever for our weird bear fish thing?
You hear them say,
Sorry, Ursus.
while he's doing that, Jay.
You said you could eat magic?
Ursus can eat magic, yes.
Okay, would that be enough to make you go fast?
If, depends how much magic. Not as sustainable as food. Especially if food is enchanted with magic.
We have a lot of magic, I think, maybe. I mean, you're more.
Well, you look at Aurora. Actually, we've probably long rested, haven't we?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yes, but I will say that if you guys give Ursus any of your magic, you won't recover it by the time you get to Allport. There won't be a long rest.
Oh, I see.
I was gonna start pumping him full of magic items.
That'll work. So much shit we've never used.
That'll work.
I pull out the Everfull glass. I pull out a cup. Ursus, open.
He swallows it whole.
Wait, magic items work?
I don't know.
Jump out the briefcase. Ursus!
What?
Okay, first, beat of force.
I have 2 more for you.
All right.
Those are my beads of force.
I dump out this briefcase and I look at all of this shit that I've had noted for the entire campaign that we've never used. First, an unbreakable rock. When would this fucking ever come up?
I'm pretty sure that's a rod, man.
No, we have a rock. I feed him an unbreakable rock.
I feed him 8 Smash Browns.
Got it.
Yes.
I feed him a transforming blade. It can turn into any blade, but it's not useful because they're just regular blades and I feed it to him.
Are we ever going to need a potion of frost giant strength?
Maybe.
That sounds fun.
That actually sounds really good.
That probably does sound
That sounds
okay.
really good.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
The more powerful it is, the faster you're gonna.
Perfect. I take the truth coin. I flip the truth coin.
Heads or tails?
Okay. Tails.
For the next hour, you cast Glibness, which is a level 8 spell. Until the spell ends, when you make a charisma check, you can replace the number you roll with a 15. Additionally, no matter what you say, magic that would determine if you are telling the truth indicates that you are being truthful. If you use that in the courtroom,
Don't lie.
if you had used that in the courtroom, it would have been really powerful.
That's crazy.
We didn't use that.
We totally didn't use
We could
that.
have had that.
No, that's fine. That never would have been useful. You all believe me. I've got a waves coin. I don't even know what this thing does. I'll feed it to him.
I have the bracelets of mind reading.
Do not feed those to Ursa.
Why?
That sound very important.
We've used them a lot. It rarely is actually
It's
helpful.
very.
Really?
Yeah.
It, like-
Rings of Shared Suffering, also kind of useless.
A lot like this stuff. We've tried. We really have.
I feel like, honestly, if we got some good mileage out of it, maybe it's time to get some new material.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Bracelets?
Bracelets of mind reading.
Candle of the Deep. It's just a candle that always stays on.
Ursus is getting larger.
Yes, yes.
He's like a Luma.
Got a very rare Ring of Certainty. Hasn't ever been used, actually. Don't think it's good enough to be.
Are you
Alright.
sure?
It's,
You can get rid of that one because I usually do it sometimes.
Yeah, you just tell me anyways.
I'm JK.
Okay.
Any other powerful magic?
Hang on, hang on.
Is that enough?
No, I'm looking through to see if I have any other
Not
powerful
quite.
magic items that
These are
aren't-
some common and uncommon ones. There's only been like one.
I have one thing, but I don't want to give it up.
What is it?
What is it?
Some of you may have forgotten what it is.
Okay.
It's a forgetful dagger. I like that.
Ooh.
I like that. That's that's a purple. That's a purple.
That's
scar.
very rare.
Can I look at Ursus and tell how much more magic he needs?
Roll Arcana.
28.
The great wild spirit druidic bear is getting enough power right now to transform. If you gave him 2 rare magic items, or 1 very rare,
Oh, I know. Okay, I know what I gotta do.
2 blue, 1 purple, it'll do it.
Okay, okay. Ursus, let me give you a hand. And I'm gonna take off the remaining helping hand, the magic item that has tormented our DM for so long that he has sent hooks through my hands and he has broken off my hands and he's made me do Arcana checks. And I will finally part with what is left of them and let it float into Ursus's mouth.
I'd let him transform to give the one more blue as I asked for. It'll be a tremendous transformation. It'll be complete full.
All right. Well, I haven't given anything.
All right.
We'll take off the ring of necrotic resistance.
Oh,
Should I?
we fight. The big bad guy is necrotic.
I know.
Oh, maybe you do keep that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I wasn't there. You didn't tell me.
You see me take it off and all you no. Wait.
That's the thing you want. You want that. Do not get rid of that.
That feels important.
All right.
Do not get rid of that.
Sorry, I just wanted to help.
The one time she was so sure about her choice, you guys made her questionable.
Yeah,
All
sorry.
right, you really gotta think before you act.
Yeah, what was that call?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You have a potion of frost giant strength.
Well, I asked earlier, and all of you seemed like you wanted to use it.
Yeah, well, because it sounded cool, but this will protect you from the evil god. And that just sounds cool. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, it's up to you.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
What if we just like casted spells at this point?
I'll do the potion. All it does is make you have your strength score at 23 for 1 hour.
Oh wow, yeah, that's so useless. Yeah, that's useless as hell. You're right.
All right, Ursus, are you ready? Oh wow, I've never seen you this full before.
Ursus, feel powerful.
Getting big and tubby.
You see Aurora, like a Minecraft splashing potion, just like absolutely pelted into his mouth.
You do that. Ursus, back in his bear form, mid-transformation, eyes begin to glow this bright green. The constellations are bright white all around his body as it shifts and forms into this nebulous pink and dark purple. And he expands, becomes larger and larger and longer until the whiskers form out of the shape of light, and you see floating in front of you, nearly as large as maybe a leviathan.
Whoa!
A massive sort of eel catfish looking creature. This is the true form of Ursus.
Oh!
Have I ever seen him in this form?
No,
Oh my goodness.
it's really low when he does it. Let's go! And it vibrates throughout.
Oh, yay.
I tie myself to a part of him and I put on a helmet.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
I grab the fur with one hand and point my sword out. How fast does this puppy go?
If you don't hold on, you will have to roll a dex save.
Got one hand on,
Okay.
and it's awesome.
Are you sure you have one hand on?
Oh yeah.
I take some of Ursus's fur, which is probably pretty long, knotted around my waist.
If you'd let me,
Epic. Awesome.
I'd like to hop into his mouth and grab onto a tooth.
Sure. He'll allow it.
Ursus, just don't swallow. Do not swallow the entire time I'm here.
It's like riding a mechanical bull. It was never about the hand, it was all about the legs.
He begins to orient himself. As he does, it's like this long snake in the way that it sort of curves and matches as he moves, and the tail whips behind him. And he begins to shoot, like you've seen the snakes in the ground, like, through the water, like a fucking bullet train, faster than any of the current highways. All the way towards the center of the world, towards Allport. And when he feels like he's getting closer, he will begin to start to ascend towards the surface.
How long does that take to travel?
This is going to, you don't know what time it is outside, but it will be less than a day for you guys to make it to Allport.
Wow! Wee!
This will use a lot of his energy.
And all it took was like 20 magic items.
All it took was 20 bits that we'll never get to do. That's
many
the real
bits.
cost.
Take a moment of silence, everyone.
All right, I'm good.
So, instead of multiple days passing, on the day that you get the call, near its end, before sun sets, you will break the surface. Normally, it wouldn't be so difficult to tell when you were getting closer to the surface, as the streaks of light would greet you, be guiding you. But many things about the world are not natural anymore. You break the surface unexpectedly. Suddenly, you're breathing water, and then you're breathing air, and the darkness barely changes. The water is eerily calm, gently moving. It's more gray than it used to be. Blackened clouds pour rain and swallow the sun. You hear an earthy explosion of rock and splintering wood, a bright flash in the sky, followed by a delayed boom of thunderous arcane power. This song of the city before you forms claws in your stomach that crawl through your insides like a parasite of dread. You realize this song that you hear is the elegy of the end, a battle in Allboard. The north cardinal gate of the city is just ahead. It's not guarded, but it's still open. You notice apparating from the top around the entire city, this golden colored dome of light, slowly blooming around the city like an umbrella. You also notice and can hear what's causing all those sounds. A battle between two titans occurring in the sky. Beneath them, the city. In turmoil, a war that you can tell has been spanning days and days, fighting for survival. You emerge through the gate. All of you do not know where your crew is, but you do know this dome is forming around the city slowly. You can gauge you have a limited amount of time to get from this side of the city, the north, to the west side before whatever this dome is fully closes off. Ursus is fast, but he's slowed down because of the energy he's used today. Just before you fully process all this chaos and can even formulate a plan, you hear her. I have eyes on him. The Riptide pirates are here. Kira, above you. And that's where we end the session. As you see multiple soldiers coming off the side above you in this canal that you're entering on vehicles of some sort, and Kira above you as well, ready to pounce and detain at the moment of your arrival. That's where we end the session, and also where you guys will roll initiative for the next episode.
Holy.
I'm gonna roll out on the table with my orange J die.
Yeah, let's roll now. Let's roll now. Yeah.
What is that, a 2?
2.
Yay!
No way.
18 from Chip.
12.
Oh, I'm using the
Oh,
Destiny die.
plus.
I'm using the Destiny die.
Put it on the table. All right. Woo! Yeah! Sitting down
I'm
one.
back! Yeah!
All right, leave him here. Leave him here.
Oh, it's a 4. It's actually not a 1.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Okay.
These dice,
bad.
these dice in the next episode will soon be replaced by the first piece of the battle map.
Oh, first piece?
At the start of a chase, as you run from the north to the west, pursued by soldiers of Raft,
Oh,
in the
good.
midst of an apocalyptic war.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And if you want to watch that next episode right now, it's already available on our website, jrwyshow.com.
Greetings, Jerweeners. It is that time again at the end of the episode where I am going to thank all of our members and supporters in the $50 tier on both our website and Patreon. Let's go! Thank you to Sabe, Flame Twisted, Two Bugs, Beat Devil 7, Kamikaze Slug, Lil Bug, Nyx, Actual Soap, Slumby Doc, Trench Voidwater, Ace HSG, Jorb3334, Isaac, Celio Slime, Raxoid 1109, The Fox Named Trinket, Captain Speck, Sawick, Nervous Leg, Pebber, Jinko, Ash Has Left, Apathy 14th, My Birthday, Straxolotl, Strong Bond Cosplay, Viviano, Sunny Q Light, Hidaki Sensei, Conti Nonfiction, Fallen Beck, Krangalius, No the Toad, Canonical JRWY Jesus, Mr. Nacho, Luvia, Ridu-Didu, Rover Rock, Mini Big Boy, Gandhi Sharma, Asteria Nix, Scoob Dubious, Jam Volker, Fadebreaker, Ginger Mallow, Al Major, Titan Storm, Ruber, I Eat More Paint, Specious Broom 23, Hintologist, Bobo the Jackalope, Stealthy Bree, Grey Gaston, Durov, Domo, Moon's Alibi, Mel, Shiloh's Shh, Expoogaloo, Rosemary Norton, Lauren Rose V, Darling Songbird, Slimesicle, Beans, Jack by the way, Cinnabunny 03, Mr. C. Chodolath, Frogonaut 1618, Inigo Devlin, Cranky Martin, Cows, Insomnia Draws, Ara the King, It Demo, Elvish Cyborg, Skylabber, Bazozo, Firefox 1292, Awesome Man, Toony Looney, Nora Knightley, Blue Alien Fox, Wild James, DJ 1001, Bebzon, Caffeine Connoisseur, Bronyon, Unstable Chaotic Cracker, Alien Coordinator, Red Static, The Jane, QB Feels, Somethie, It's Albert, Teeny Ghosts, Stinky Man, Jason the Fricker, Joshua Mills, Tired Eldritch Horror, Mylern, Noctic Paladin, Anna, I'm Rolling Ka, Narwhal Shellfish, Mario Craft 6000, Cadus Betas, Caspian's BF Ridian, The Loot Goblin, Alistair Sussy, The Retrolizer, Jojo Jordan 123, Avi _E, Kronos 513, Vapor Slash, Mr. Mucilid, Dev the Dolphin, Cheezus, Lumi, and that's it. That's everybody. All right. Thank you guys on our website. Now we're going off to the Patreon. iHeart Paradilea, Austin, Narimi, Lucatoni 71, Chief, Just a Guy, Stewie Tews, Psycho Pyro, Ara the King, I'm Just a Burb, Lightning Deathbringer, Oliver L. Ollie, Mr. C, Behold Pax the Blade of Destiny, It's C Fresh, Me Forever Mate, Mr. Nacho, and Jay Newell. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting the show and watching the episodes. I sure do really truly hope that you enjoyed them, and especially enjoyed this one. I'm gonna go get my wisdom teeth cut out of my mouth now, and I hope to see you after. I hope to talk to you later. Bye.